Girl maths. If you pay cash, it's free. Alright? What the fuck?
If you haven't heard of girl math already, it's basically the way women try to justify spending money that they don't need to. And it seems completely ridiculous, although some people say from a financial standpoint, it does actually have some merit.
Allow me to shed light on why girl math makes sense from an accounting standpoint.
So in this video, we're going to have a look at girl math and see, does it make sense? So without further ado, let's look at some girl math.
This is girl math. So I bought this purse for $38, which means it was $30. Round down, not up. Girl math. Girl math.
Oh yeah, just round down a whole $8. Good work, you know. Fuck, I'd hate to be your fucking accountant.
I am never gonna financially recover from this.
If there's 10 billion people on Earth and Elon Musk has $200 billion, can't he just give each person $1 billion? And here's the twist. He will still have $190 billion left over. Isn't that concerning?
Let's face it, logic and rationality aren't traits that we commonly associate with women, are they? I mean, that's why we call weather Mother Nature, because it's wild and inconsistent, whereas we call time Father Time, because it's measured and consistent.
On this gorgeous swimsuit, but it's $450. So how would you girl maths that?
Okay, $450 swimsuit, there are two major things we need to talk about. One is that we are heading into El Nino. Or if we're not heading into El Nino, it's at least going to be a very hot summer. I'm not a meteorologist, but it's going to be hot.
There you go, fellas. There's a hot tip. Summer will be hot. Fucking hell. Is there anything these women don't know?
And so you are going to use that swimsuit more than 45 times, which means that you are getting, it's $10. It's a $10 swimsuit if you have it
That is a
45
bargain.
times.
That is a bargain. No, that is retarded. What is the look on that presenter's face? It's like someone just turned a butt plug up and she's trying not to react. Ladies, are you telling me that if you bought a $10 swimsuit, you just throw it straight away after you use it? Like, that makes no sense whatsoever. But here's this lady again, explaining a handbag this time.
I'm going to teach you the concept of girl math. So, $400 handbag. And you say, very expensive.
Too much money.
What if that handbag, I use that handbag every single day. I'm going to use it for work, I'm going to use it for travel, I'm going to use it as my going out bag.
That's good, but it doesn't change the price of the bag.
Okay, what if that bag is going to last me a few years? $400 divided by 365 is how much?
1.15.
So you're telling me that my handbag is $1 a day? Pretty much free. And that is girl math.
Alright, $1 a day does seem cheap, I'll give you that. But if you're after a bargain, 15 cents from Woolies, and here's the kicker. Even if it lasts one day and you use a new one every single day, over the course of a year, that's $54.75, which means I just saved you $350. Boy math, which is just called math. But girl math isn't just about spending money, it's also about saving money.
If you saved $1 a day for a year, do you know how much money you'd have? Roughly $30,000.
You know, maybe there's no such thing as the wage gap, and I don't know, women are shit with money.
If parking costs 75 cents an hour and you park for 2 hours, how much do you have to pay?
$2.50.
Yes.
I'm yet to see a convincing argument for how girl math actually works, but maybe the next girl can convince us otherwise. But first, ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to see me live on stage, ladies and gentlemen, you can catch me at the Newcastle Comedy Club and the Bedurkin Hotel in Sydney on these dates. And in November, ladies and gentlemen, I will be touring with the great Isaac Butterfield. We're doing a regional New South Wales tour. I'll be his opening act. We're going to Dubbo, Bathurst, Forbes, and we're coming back to Woy Woy. So if you'd like to see me or him, get your tickets now. Look, do I think this will actually help sell ticket sales? Not at all. This is just a shameless plug. Well done me. Now, back to the video.
The things I firmly believe because of girl math. Anything under $5 is free.
No, anything under 1 cent is free. If it costs 1 cent or more, then it costs money. How is that a hard fucking concept, ladies?
Anything I buy with a gift card is free.
If you didn't pay for the gift card, then it sort of is, but it's not free. Just someone else paid for it. I mean, that's why it's called a gift card.
Going to an event or a concert is free because I purchased the tickets so long ago, it doesn't even count.
Ah yes, the whole tickets to shows or concerts are free argument. Now this comes up quite a bit in girl math, and I can tell you as someone who sells tickets to comedy shows, They most certainly are not free, otherwise we wouldn't bother charging for them. We'd just say, come on in. But anyway, let's have a look at the argument of how concerts are free.
Matthew S. Open. My friend bought our tickets months ago, so today was basically free.
Tell me about a time you used girl math. I was thinking about the concert that I have in November that I bought tickets for over a year ago, so it's basically free.
Ah yes, it happened in the past, so it doesn't matter. If only women were that good at letting go of things that happened in the past. You ever get in a fight with your missus? It's like they got a filing cabinet full of all the times you fucked up in their brain, and you get in a fight with them and they just start rummaging through it and they're like, remember this? June 4th, 2005 when you were a cunt? You're like, no, but you did something wrong at some stage, I'm sure. It's funny how this whole, it happened ages ago, so it doesn't count anymore argument works for, money, but it doesn't work for other things like, I don't know, the Me Too movement. Like, there was no one trying to girl math Bill Cosby out of trouble, was there? So let's girl math Bill Cosby. Now, allegedly, old Bill didn't mind slipping women a digit or two, which if you think about it, that's 4 knuckles. That's 4 knuckles, and they never really mention what 4 knuckles they are. So they could just be the 4 knuckles on the top of your hand, which anyone could bump into anyone's genitals at any time. Like if you're on a crowded public transport, for example, if you drop your hands to your side for at least 3 seconds, you're bumping into all sorts of genitalia, which means really, Bill Cosby is no more dangerous than the average Opal card holder. Bill math. Like I said earlier in the video though, there are people defending girl math from an actual accounting point of view. So let's see what they have to say.
I've seen all these videos about girl math where the girl is like, I bought it with cash, so it's free. As somebody that took a grand total of 2 accounting classes in college because I was a business major, allow me to shed light on why girl math makes sense from an accounting standpoint. It's because in accounting, we have what is called a sunk cost. And a sunk cost is anything that you have invested your money in that you cannot get the money back for. You cannot get a refund. It is done. So you are stuck with whatever you purchase, whether it's useful or not, and you will never see monetary reimbursement for whatever you have spent that money on. That money will never be redeposited into the bank at any point in time. Therefore, it is not part of the budget. You have to consider that money as a sunk cost. Therefore, anything that you purchase with that money is free.
I'd say it's pretty obvious old mate's only taken 2 classes, but let's put what he said in the context. Essentially, it's a sunk cost is where you buy something so stupid, your accountant's like, you're not going to use this, it's not going to make any money, and you're never going to be able to sell it. It'd be like if, I don't know, Michael J. Fox bought a skateboard. He's like, Michael, you're never going to ride that. And also, who's going to buy Michael J. Fox's skateboard? But then someone does buy Michael J. Fox's skateboard, and they're like, phew, we got down to that one. That's what a sunk cost is. Essentially, it's wiping your ass of a terrible decision in the first place. So I guess what I'm saying is essentially, girl math is just justifying terrible decisions. That's my takeaway from today's video, but let me know what you think down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and consider subscribing. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen.
Get your hand off my penis!